We are going to go to the program scheduler and we're going to see what's involved in shortening a break. Now, in an earlier training we had a break at 12:10 p.m. which we moved simply by editing the time under the edit break area to 12:15, and that moved the break then to the new time. We also decided that instead of a 2-minute break we would like to have a 3-minute break, so we increased the end time in the same edit break area to 12:18, and we added a 60-second promo avail. So now that break is full of 3 minutes of avails, and we are now going to say, I'm changing my mind. So let's click Edit Break and see what happens when we attempt to take News Break 2 from a 3-minute break back to a 2-minute break. So I've selected the 8, change it to 7. So now it runs from 12:15 to 12:17, or will it? I click OK and let's see what happens. Warning, cannot set end time earlier than last break item. End time reset to 12:18. Well, that means I can't do it unless I go into the break and make some changes there. So let's see how that's done. I double click on this break that I want to shorten, and that shows me, sure enough, that I've got a total, and notice the white numbers in the red background, 180 seconds, and I'm trying to trim it to 120 seconds, so something has to give. Now I can reverse what I did earlier and just delete the promo, or I can change the spot avail from 120 seconds to less than that. Anything to either of these or to both that will add up to 120 seconds will permit me then to shorten this break. So what should I do? I think what I'll do is to demonstrate how we can make that change is I'm going to shorten the spot avail to 1.5 minutes. So instead of ending at 17, it's going to end at 16:30. And then when I hit tab, it goes to 90. Now I'm going to change the 6 avails to 4. That way it'll be full when it has reached 4 spots in that avail, or when it reaches a total of 90 seconds worth of spots in that avail. Alright, so the next thing I can do is, first of all, I've got to save. It says it could result in spots being bumped. Well, obviously, if I had scheduled a lot of spots into those avails anywhere in the future, then it could be that there will no longer be room for some of them and they will be bumped. So that's why it's warning me that. And it's made the change. There's no bump report because there are no spots scheduled. We've done the just doing the setting up of RadioWorks. It hasn't been in use yet. Alright, so as you see over here on the left, the spot avail starts at 12:15 and ends at 16:30. Then there's 30 seconds of nothing, and we have the promo at 12:17. Well, let's make that 12:16:30. And we'll have that end at 12:17. Alright, I'm going to click Save, and it's going to warn me once again. Yeah, things could get bumped, but nothing did. Now we see that the avail time is 30, and I could leave it at 2, so we'll just do that. That means you could have 2 promos in there. but the total time would have to be no greater than 30 seconds. Alright, so now you see the break ends at 12:18, but the last item in the break ends at 12:17. Now you don't really have to make the change, but notice this is what you get as a warning. We have 180 seconds in this break as it now is, but we've only used 120 seconds. So we've got a minute and a half of spot avail and a half a minute worth of promo avail. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes, we want to go out of here. Now we're going to edit the break, and we can change that time to 17. And when we say OK, we do not get an error message. So it's back to that 2 minutes in length.